Welcome to Home Gymnastics. I am Plamen and you are with my gym-based channel. I'll help you develop your strength, better range of motion and control of your body in a safe, progressive way with gymnastics moves, exercises and games. The focus will be on bodyweight exercises performed in a home environment, just by yourself or with a partner, with little to no equipment required. Let's get started. Today I'm going to take you through 6 of the supports that we have in gymnastics. I'm going to show you the common mistakes and the progressions that you can take in terms to learn that support easier. The first support that we're going to go through is a crab. You're going to start from a tuck sit. We did tuck sit in one of our previous videos when I explained you the basic gymnastic shapes. You're going to go into tuck sit, knees together, legs tucked in, arms in front of you. You're going to put your arms behind you now, hands flat, fingers pointed towards your toes, and you're going to lift your bottoms up. You're looking for a nice straight line starting from the knees up to the shoulders. And let's go down. And that is a crab shape. Some of the common mistakes in the crab shape is having legs apart, not together, feet apart, not together, bottom way too low. It is difficult it's not very easy to lift your bottoms up high. It requires shoulder flexibility as well as core strength. So what you can do is start with your legs apart to make it easier for yourself and lift up, hold it there, lift up, hold it there, and try and go higher and higher as you go along. Then you're gonna try and put your legs together, again fingers pointed towards your toes, and you're gonna lift up, hold it there, and then go down. You're gonna feel tension in your shoulders. That is probably because you haven't got enough flexibility. Whilst you're executing the crab support, you're looking to have your knees above your feet and shoulders above your hands. Fingers looking forwards and legs together, bottoms up. You're trying to get a nice straight line starting from the knees all the way up to your shoulders. Like so. Next support I'm going to go over is a front support. For the front support, you need to be, as the name suggests, facing the floor. So the front of your body is going to be facing the floor, and you're going to go onto your hands with your shoulders above the hands, hands flat on the floor, toes tucked under, legs together, and straight body. What you're looking for is to have a nice tight core. So don't let your back sag down. Don't let your back go down like this. Don't arch your back. Make sure you have nice tight core. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your legs, hands flat on the floor, head in a neutral position. Don't look at your toes. Don't stretch back. When you stretch to look forwards, that may cause you to arch your back. So have your head in a neutral position, hands flat on the floor, fingers pointed forwards, shoulders above your hands, feet together, toes tucked under. That is a front support. Some of the common mistakes that you may see in a front support is arched back due to a lack of core strength, legs apart, hands pointed. You may see them in different ways. We are looking to have hands pointed forwards, and also bent arms. You can see hands not in the correct position, in front of the shoulders instead of below the shoulder line, and that is it, I think, for the common mistakes. Progressions that you can take to make the front support easier is starting from your hands and knees. Go with one leg up, try and tighten your core and push through your toes and through your arms so your other knee starts coming off the floor. And then we're going to do exactly the same with the other leg. So you're going to straighten that leg, you're going to push through your toes, through your arms, tighten your core, and that knee is gonna come off the floor. And once that becomes easy, you're gonna try and go from here. Once that knee is off the floor, you're gonna just straighten that leg and push it next to the other leg. Okay, and that was the front support. The next one is a back support. For the back support, you're gonna start from a pike sit. If you don't remember what the pike sit is, I went through the basic gymnastics body shape in one of the previous videos. You can go back there and check it. You're gonna start from pike sit, nice straight back, arms behind you, and you're gonna drive your hips up. You're gonna have your head this time looking towards your toes, not up, down towards your toes, like so. On the back support, you're looking to have your shoulders right above the wrists and nice pointed toes, legs together, hips high up. Squeezing your bottom, squeezing your core, everything needs to be nice and solid. Some of the common mistakes that I have seen in back support is having the hands pointed out, arms bent, hips being down low or legs crossed, toes are not pointed, head is up. These are all things that we are trying to avoid in terms to learn the back support easier. You're gonna start again from sitting down on the floor. You're gonna have your hands flat on the floor, fingers pointed towards your toes. You're gonna have one leg straight and you're gonna push through one leg. Then you're gonna go down, you're gonna swap legs, you're gonna push through the other leg. What I'm gonna ask you to do when you go into that is to push through the heel of the leg that is straight, push through and try and have as least weight as possible onto the other leg. And you're gonna go down and you're gonna go again. You're gonna push through, try and have as least weight as possible onto the other leg, lift your hips up, and when you feel that there is almost no weight, try and slide that leg forwards, point the toes and go down. And we're gonna do the same with the other leg, and we're gonna continue doing that until it gets easy and we're gonna be able to just drive both heels down towards the floor, push through our arms and lift the hips up. So that was the back support. For the side support, you're gonna start again from a pike sit. You're gonna roll to one side. This time your fingers are gonna be pointing away from you and you're gonna try and get the shoulder above the wrist. You can start with slightly bent legs and arm onto your side, push through your legs, point your toes and go into the side support. Now we're going to do the side support. You're gonna go down on the floor, sit down in a pike. You're gonna put one hand behind you, facing away from you. You're gonna roll over onto the side. You're gonna get the other arm nice and flat onto your side, point the toes, legs together, and you're gonna go into side support. Head again into neutral position, facing forwards, and you're gonna try and hold it there. This is the side support. Some of the common mistakes that I have seen in side support are hips being way too low, crossed legs to make it easier to hold the side support, as I said, hips low, and bent arm. If you struggle with the side support, I'm gonna give you one progression that you can try and see if it's gonna make it easier. Put your hand flat, again facing away from you. We're gonna try and get as many of the elements of the side support done correctly. So we're gonna roll onto the side, and this time you're gonna slightly help with the arm in front of you. You're gonna put your legs on top of each other. Don't go like this. Put your legs on top of each other and push through your shoulder and lift your hips up. Once you get tired or it starts getting too difficult, lower your hips down and then try it again. Go up and down. When it gets easier for you to be going up and down with one arm in front of you supporting your weight, Try and put that arm neck onto your side and then lift up and go down. And that is the side supports. Now we're gonna go through 2 more supports. You may find them more difficult or easier. You can let me know down in the comments. The first one is a arch. You're gonna start from laying down on the floor, legs together, and you're gonna have your arms up by your ears. So that's how we start, legs together, arms up by your ears, nice and straight. From here, you're gonna squeeze your bottom, squeeze your heels, and even by doing just that, your toes are gonna come off the floor. So almost half of the exercise, we have already done it. Now, you're gonna arch your back a bit further, reach, try and stretch forward, and hold the support. Squeeze your bottoms, try and tense your lower back, point the toes, arms up. And this is the arch. Some of the common mistakes that I have seen whilst performing an arch is having the toes low, legs being apart, arms touching the floor, bent arms. We're trying to have nice straight arms, arch backs, and looking straight towards the fingertips. Progressions that we can take towards learning the arch is by laying down on the floor, feet together, arms up, and now without lifting the chest off the floor, we're gonna try and just lift toes off the floor and go down. Lift the toes off the floor and go down. Lift the toes off the floor and go down. Now, the next one is lifting arms, go down, lifting arms, go down. And then we're gonna try and do the whole move. So we're gonna try and lift everything off the floor, looking forward, squeezing the bottoms, tensing the lower back, reaching forwards, extending as much as we can, and go down. This is one way of learning the arch. And the next one is a dish support. For the dish support, you're gonna start from laying down flat on the floor with your arms by your sides, toes together, pointed toes, squeezing together, lifting your heels off the floor and tensing your core muscles. Try and squeeze really hard your abdominal muscles and arms up by your ears. And that will be the dish shape. As you can hear by my voice, it's not the easiest one to do if you're trying to do it correctly. What we're looking for is legs together, pointed toes, of course, straight legs, tight core, arms up by the ears, looking at the toes, reaching up with the arms, and very, very important part is not having a gap underneath your lower back. Some of the common mistakes that I have seen whilst executing the dish support is having legs apart, legs crossed, not pointed toes, arms bent, shoulders down on the floor or even head down on the floor, and we're trying to avoid that. It's time for a workout. It's an amazing workout that is going to really work your core muscles. I'm going to break it down into 6 stages. So the first one is going to be front support. You're going to try and hold front support for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go to side support. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go to back support. Straight legs, fingers pointed towards your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And side support with the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Step 2 will be transitioning. It will be going from front support to back support. Make sure you have a nice straight arm going over. Let's start it. Front support. get one hand closer to the other, arm up, and go to back support, hips up, and that is a back support. Straight legs, fingers pointed towards your toes, and we're gonna go back to front support, and we can go the other way. So we're gonna move one hand over, and back support, hips up, fingers pointed, and straight arms. For step 3, we're gonna go into the arch and the dish. So we're gonna go flat on the floor, arms up by the ears, nice straight legs, straight arms, stretching as much as you can, squeezing the legs together. And we're gonna go into back support. We're gonna try and hold each one of those for 5 seconds. Back, lower back on the floor, as we discussed earlier, pointed toes, legs tucked in, arms up by ears, and you're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. Okay. And that was stage 3. Stage 4 is going to be dish and arch. This time the dish shape is going to be with straight legs. So we're going to do as we did earlier. First we're going to start with the arch, arms up by the ears, extending the body as much as you can, pointed toes, squeezing legs together, and we're going to go into a dish, legs together, toes pointed, squeezing the legs. There should be no gap under your lower back, arms up straight, and hold it for 5 seconds. Now it's getting difficult. We're gonna go to stage 5. We're gonna go into an arch and dish, and we're gonna try and go up and down 5 times whilst holding every time we go at the top for 5 seconds. So we're gonna go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, and up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. Okay, and you're gonna repeat that 5 times. And then we're gonna go into a dish, lay flat and tight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're gonna do stage 6, what I call dry swimming. You're gonna start in an arch, you're gonna lay down flat, and you're gonna go up and down with your legs and arms. You're gonna do that for 10 seconds. And then you're gonna go onto your back. Again, making sure there is no gap under your lower back, arms up by your ears, shoulders off the floor, and you're gonna go and do that for another 10 seconds. And now, if you find those not challenging enough, what you can do is go from stage 1 to 6, 3 times in a row with no rest in between. Let me know how it went, and I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I'm going to see you in the next one. And that was today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the workout that we did, and if you find it valuable, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it around. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.